Hello, today I'll be presenting on fostering creativity in schools today, and this is by Amanda Wood. So, a problem we have in American society today is our schools not fostering creativity in their education. Creativity is not an option, it's an absolute necessity. From Ken Robinson. So there's different school systems that look at creativity versus non-creativity based. In the United States, it's a bottom-to-top approach. So it needs to have application and success in school before any change that can happen. Creativity is only funded in schools that are private party funded. The U.S. has more freedom within its educational system, so this is, unless they want this, then it is very hard for the students to receive. In the Chinese society's schooling systems, we have for the top-down approach. So the national development strategies come from above, where the nation funds the local schools and creativity is part of their core curriculum. This is in the Chinese society, they're very school controlled, so that the nation decides what the students are being exposed to. So the theories behind creativity in the classroom. So we have Lin's approach. It's creative pedagogy. So it's talking about you're going about your day teaching, and you improvise, you dialogue, you talk to the kids and see which way they're going, and you're able to adapt with that. Tamagonan's approach starts with curiosity. So first the student needs to be curious about something, and then we go to consistent connectivity, the content related to the community, how we communicate with that, and the commerce within that. Guilford's approach, the three-dimension, this is where it ties in much of the needed theories that Lin's and Tamagon's miss. It's more about the context, the operation, and the initiation of the creativity. So implications, and assumptions. Some of the assumptions that we have about not having creativity would be schooling has been focused on teaching students to excel in well-known professions. So schooling is geared more towards standardized testing, and it does not foster creativity. Schools in America do not have the power to change. It has to come from a lot of trials and a fight to be able to change our policymakers. Creativity is put on the back burner, and it is not a core subject or area that the students are exposed to. So some of the implications. Because we have no creativity in the classroom, students are afraid to be wrong. Students will not try new professions, and they will not be able to think creatively. Policymakers need to be on board in order for this to change, and creativity needs to be a main content area that the students are exposed to daily. So connection to my life, something that I was thinking about while reading into creativity is Romans 12:2. It says, "Do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that is testing you to discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." So this makes me think back to American schools and creativity, because they're trying to fit us into this area, and it doesn't let us explore our mind and the reasoning why we might have these thoughts, and how we might be able to use what's on our mind and create something new. So some of the solutions that I think would work is how to reform American education, is including creativity. It needs to start from the top down. So like our Chinese schooling system, the policymakers need to create these policies, and we have to have a curriculum that teaches students that they can be wrong, that they can focus on identification problems and reflective inquiry. The curriculum also needs a three-dimensional implementation of creativity. So you start with the content, go to the operation, and then move to the initiation of that creativity. And here are a few references for my presentation.